couple of minutes. I do believe in being on time and not wasting anybody's time, including my own. So we will get started. We got about 4 minutes. So if you want to, feel free to leave a comment. Feel free to, oh, first, can you all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, perfect. Thank you for letting me know, because sometimes I'm like, oh my goodness, I was talking and they couldn't hear me. I'm gonna close my window really fast because there's some people out there exercising. Oh, perfect. Okay. Whew. Let's see. Super excited. It's a brand new day, a brand new morning, and well, for me, it's morning time. I know on the East Coast it's what, 1? Yeah, it's 1 o'clock, and then in Vegas it's 10. So wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're gonna give it 2 more minutes and then I'm gonna get started. I'm super excited though. Oh my goodness. I just have this energy. Oh, okay, nice. It's 10 where you are. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so you're still close to over here. Nice. Oh, I have 7 minutes on there. Okay, so we have 1 minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off. Just a brief introduction. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tierra Brown, and today I just wanted to just share with you some secrets that you can take with you and use to help you live the life that you desire. You know, I say your dream life, and the reason I said dream life is because some of us or some of you have been conditioned, you know, from a child. You use your imagination, you got your imaginary friends, you have all of these big plans and these big ideas and stuff, and then along the way someone crushes that, or they tell you, you know, you need to grow up, you need to stop doing this. Hey, welcome to the video. Let me see. Right on time. Yeah, so back to what I was saying, you know, a lot of us have been conditioned to where it's like, grow up, you know, you need to do this, you need to go to school, you need to get a job, you need to work hard, you need to retire, and then you enjoy your life after you retire. And a lot of people do that, but how fulfilling is that? You know, some people are lucky or blessed enough to get that job that they really really love, to really do what they enjoy doing, and so that's good. But for a lot of you that's not the case, and it's almost like you have settled, or you're comfortable. And I don't know, I've gotten to the place to where, you know, it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable place. I used to think like I was a person that, like, I wasn't satisfied with what I had, and I thought like, oh, I'm being ungrateful, or, you know, I should be grateful for the things that I have, but I always wanted more. And it wasn't because I was being greedy or I was being ungrateful. I just knew that there was some more things that I was supposed to be doing. There was more people that I can reach. And I knew that I was stuck in a box. Like there was things I wanted to do, but I was like, oh, I can't do that. I'm stuck here. Or, you know, I just can't do it because it's not the time or it's too late for me. And so I've made a lot of changes in my life, and I'm just like, it's never too late. It's too late when we're no longer here, right? And so that's what made me want to share these things with you all. So hi, if you're just now coming in, I'm just gonna keep rolling with it because I know everyone has things to do. So um, the three things that I'm gonna share with you is V, I, and P. And so if you can, let me see if you can put that in the chat. I don't have access. Let me see. Share screen. Okay. So if you're taking notes, it's hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. I've already done a little brief introduction, but we're going to go ahead and go into the three things that you can take away from our meeting today. So the first one is V, and this is visualizing. So when it comes to our dreams, I talked about how when we were little, we would use our imagination and we would do all these different things, and we thought big, and it's like, I'm gonna do this when I grow up. I'm gonna do this. Well, as adults, sometimes we kind of bottle all of that up and we just don't do anything with it. So the V stands for visualize. So what you can do is take some free time, like uninterrupted time, sit back with a notebook. Let me get my notebook and a pen, and just allow yourself to dream, to visualize what you would want to do. A lot of you have different ideas and different plans and stuff, and you may be like, well, how am I supposed to get there? And what I want to tell you is, you don't have to worry about how it's going to happen right now. Just think about the possibilities, right? So what have you been wanting to do for a long time? Or, visualize. So V is for visualize. So sit there, take some free time, uninterrupted, write down some things that you've been wanting to do, some things you've been putting on hold, some things that, excite you. And I'm gonna pull my notes over here because I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys everything that I wanted to give you. So dream without restrictions. Go back to that child mindset and really just imagine, like, what do I want for my life? And you make a list. So it's almost like a shopping list, right? You know how, well, some people, I don't know about you, but sometimes I make a list when I go to the store so I can stay on track and not be in there spending, everything and buying all this other stuff. So you basically make a shopping list. So what are the things that you want? Sometimes people say, oh, I don't know what I want, but you have to allow yourself to really relax and just dream and just think about it. And so that's the V. So you're going to visualize, you're going to sit back, you're going to relax, and you're going to visualize what you want and make your shopping list, and make the list without restrictions. Like nothing can hold you back from making this list. Nothing on that list is impossible, okay? Can y'all type in impossible for me in the chat? Because sometimes we have these ideas and then we think, oh, that's impossible. Okay, yeah, that's not going to happen. And it's sad because we miss out on so many things because we think it's impossible. But I'm here to tell you that it's not impossible. So that was V. V was visualize. So now we're going to talk about the I. And the I is for intentional. So you have to be intentional about how you spend your time, the people that you spend your time and your energy with, the thoughts that you allow into your head. You have to be very intentional about those things, because if it's something you want but you're not confident about your decision, or you're not intentional about what you're going to do, then you're never going to do it. You're never going to accomplish what you want. And so spend time on the things that bring value to your life. Like, it's very important. I believe that we do a lot of things for a lot of people, and sometimes it's stuff we don't want to do. Sometimes it is things that are necessary, like we have to do, but then there's other stuff, and it's like, I'm spending my time doing this, but I don't really want to do this. And so be intentional about the way you spend your time, the people that occupy your space, and the thoughts that occupy your mind. And so you really want to get intentional about what you want in your life. Because when you're intentional about a thing, like, let's say, okay, after you visualize some of the things, and you made your shopping list, and you pick like the top thing, what is that top thing that you really, really want? Once you understand that nothing is impossible, you become intentional about, you know, putting things in order to bring what you want, to bring it right into your hands. If we can think it, we can have it in our hands. But sometimes we have that mental block, or we have that mental prison, to where it's like, I can't do that. And we hold ourselves back. I've been doing a lot of studying, and I don't have the quote, but there's this quote out there, and it's basically like, the only limitations we have are the ones we set for ourselves. So just think about how many times you have shot your own self down, shot your own dreams down, and man, when you think about that from a different perspective, don't feel bad about it, don't feel guilty about it. Be motivated to get intentional about what you want. So we got the V for visualize, we have the I for being intentional, and then the P is passion and purpose. And the reason I said passion and purpose is because when we fall in love with some things, or there's some things that we really enjoy doing, and you're really good at doing it, whenever you find that, it could be one thing or it could be many things, but whenever you truly find that, I believe that that's what you were put here to do. So think about maybe one or two things that you are really, really good at. And you didn't have to go to college for it. You didn't have to really do a bunch of studying. It just comes naturally to you. And it's something that you really, really love, and you feel passionate about it. Like, does anybody have anything like that? I know I do. So I'm going to put yes in here. So when you discover that one thing, or there may be many things, so many people in the world are multi-talented, but let's focus on one thing right now. So what is that one thing that lights you up on the inside, that one thing that you are so good at, and you don't have to study it? You can strengthen it, you can grow it, and you can always improve and make yourself better. But what is that one thing that you do, and you're the best at it, and you didn't have to do much of anything, to acquire it, right? It's just natural. So I call that like your God-given talents, your God-given abilities. And when you find that passion, and you find that thing that you're really, really good at, and it's like, it doesn't take much for you to do it. For some people, it may be interior decorating. For some people, it may be baking. It may be cooking. It may be party planning. It may be hair. It could be music. Like whatever it is, right? You're limitless, right? So what is that one thing? And then when you put that one thing that you're really good at and you're passionate about it and you put it together, I'm telling you that that is your purpose. And regardless of what you believe right now or what you think, you can take your purpose and you can make it big. You can make it to where you impact so many people. But you have to realize, like, you have no limits, right? So you want to continue to develop your skill. But when you put that purpose and your passion together, like, you're unstoppable. And so if you have any questions at this point, or if you need me to go back to one of the V, the I, or the P, just let me know. I don't see any comments coming through, but let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna get ready to close out. But the last thing that I, wanted to say is that, we are visual people. So when you visualize your dreams and you make your shopping list of things that you want to do and that you want for your life, and then you become intentional about that and do only the things that bring value to your life and do the things that get you closer to, you know, the thing that you want, the big things that you want for your life. When you get intentional about that and you discover your passion and your purpose, that's what I truly believe is your dream life. So a lot of times it's not all about, being rich, being famous, doing all of these things. At the end of the day, your dream life is your dream life. It's about what makes you happy. It's about what makes you feel fulfilled, what brings you joy, and what is so effortlessly. You don't have to do much, but it brings you so much joy, and it just makes you feel so good on the inside and the outside. That is what the dream life is all about. So I will wrap it up with V is for visualize, I is for intentional, and P is for your passion and your purpose. And so with that, if no one has anything, I'm going to go ahead and close out. I will sit for a couple of minutes if anybody has any questions or comments or anything. Let me know what you thought as well. You can send me a personal message. You don't have to put it in here if you don't feel comfortable at this time. But I really, 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 really just want you to understand that you have no limits. And the only limits you have on yourself are the ones that you set. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what you have been through. It does not matter where you are right now. You have the amazing ability to live the life of your dreams. And all you have to do is put these steps in your plan. So visualize what you want, make your shopping list, pick the biggest thing that you want and go for it, right? Then be intentional about it. Do what brings you value. Spend time with the people that bring you value, and the ones that don't see what you see or don't understand it, that's okay. Like, you don't have to kick them out of your lives unless you really feel like you need to do that, but you don't have to share all of that stuff with them. You know what you want, you get intentional about it, and when you match your passion and your purpose together and you go after that, like, that's the dream life, right? And like I said, it's not all about the really big things. It's about leaving your mark in the world. And if your mark in the world is a local community, a school, Boys and Girls Club, whatever it is, you know, a retirement center, whatever it is, that is your mark that you're leaving in the world. And so I don't want you to think small, but I don't want you to um, feel like it's impossible. Nothing is impossible. You just have to believe, and you have to allow yourself to dream. And so with that, thank you all for being here. I'm going to go ahead and close out the session. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments or anything, you can send me a personal message and let me know. Other than that, you guys be blessed, and I will see you next time.
Bye.